Hello everyone. Throughout this semester in the race problem workshop class, we have seen several issues, mainly in America, but also in a worldwide scale. Yes. Okay. Our question for this presentation is what is the right way for each and everyone to face these issues? So we will see through different situations that although it is important to face inequality issues, there are precautions to be taken not to become ourselves part of the problem. The first situation presented by me is about gender inequality before and nowadays. First, gender inequality in the 1950s. Back in the 1950s, worldwide, but here in America, the woman image was basically at home. She was better seen pretty and stupid, not too smart, not to be able to talk back, and was often victim of domestic violence, without being able to defend themselves. Yes. For example, these two pictures were commercials that depict this fact. For example, the first commercial was about ties, in which the catchphrase is show her it is a man's world, depicting a woman serving her husband breakfast in bed. She is literally placed under him. That was the idea. And the other is about men's sportswear. The idea that men are better than women, that women are good but only at home, because outside she is just a burden. Another idea that depicts women as stupid and not as able as men, as we saw in the movie Hidden Figures, is in this image. It was a commercial for a computer, represented with a beautiful but dumb woman saying, "Is this a computer?" The idea was that the computer was so easy to use that even a woman was able to use it. And lastly, talking about how difficult it was for women to get powerful jobs of power. The catchphrase was the "Congratulations, dear, but exactly what does an assistant vice president do?" Putting the idea that even if a woman becomes assistant vice president, all she is good at is feeding probably the president. Gender inequality today. Although changes have been made, there are still a lot of things women go through every day. For example, 1 in 5 women on US college campuses have experienced sexual assault. Women with full-time jobs still earn only about 77% of their male counterparts' earnings. And about workplace harassment, between 40% and 50% of women experience unwanted sexual advancement, physical contact, or other form of sexual harassment at their workplace, and so on. So although changes have been made, there's still a lot to go through. It is important to talk about it, because without talking about it and without fighting for it, no change would be made. But we also have to be careful with the way we talk about it to remain politically correct. For example, about today, gender inequality about today, this represents commercial pictures from the 1950s used with today's sentence from today's American President Donald Trump. For example, it really doesn't matter what they write as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. Yeah, it illustrates the fact that even though this is not the same time as before, most ideas have remained. The fact that these sentences were said by the President of the United States of America is even more powerful. So as I said, it is important to talk about the injustices we face. No change can be made, but we have to be careful to remain politically correct.